The reason why I asked about that question is, when you're talking about a relationship with somebody, like um, we're talking about, are we on the same page? So the worst thing you can have is something you're out with somebody and they're reacting to something in a way that you're like, man, what are you doing? What's
She
going on?
left you.
Like, I think because I had this conversation and I was like, um, you know, I felt like when you're dealing with a woman like that, it felt like she was being like she's self-absorbed, right? If you can't laugh at yourself, you can't. You're there. He's making fun of everybody. So I don't want to be out with someone who I can't have a good time with. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
one of the things that is really cool about Sarah's. Like she's laughing, she's having a good time. Like you can tell she's a fun person. Now some people taking it personal, but she doesn't know you. But so I thought that was really cool about your personality
I really
that's
am
shining
not trying
through.
to offend anyone. I really am not. I swear.
No, a lot of this is funny. But you said something earlier, and I wanted to ask you about. So you
Shoot.
said you couldn't wait to be submissive. So what does submissive mean to you?
Submissive means to me to submit to the will of my husband. Now that's who I would be submissive to. I'm not submissing, not being submissive to my boyfriend. Not somebody I'm dating.
Oh, well,
But my
I,
husband, that's who I would submit to. And that would be to consider his will and his desire in almost everything that I do. So,
so is that the goal of the relationship to focus on him,
absolutely
or what is
not.
what is the identity of a good relationship look like to you?
Mutual focus on us.
Okay.
You're taking care of me, then I'm going to take care of you.
So how about this? When when I was talking to some people, some friends and people that I know, I share with them what I would think is submission. Because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times when you're dealing with a lot of, black women that you say submit and they'll say, oh, I'm not submitting to nobody. You can't control me, this and the third. But the real definition, in my opinion, of what of submissive relationship should look like is really should be to the principles that you guys subscribe to, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I gave the example to this one lady. She was like, "No, I don't agree." I said, "Well," I said, "You're married, right?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "So that means you took vows with your husband, right?" She
Mm-hmm.
said, "Yeah." I said, "So if he broke those vows, you would be hurt, right?" Yeah, but he would also have broken the vows he made to himself, to the principles. So when we're submitting, it's not submitting me to you or you to me. I feel like we should submit to the principles of the identity that we want for our relationship. That way, you're not focusing on, oh, well, he didn't say hello the right way, or he didn't bring me this, or he didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't do this for me, she didn't do that for me. Because the goal that you both have is that you're trying to um, work towards the perfection of the relationship. And therefore, you're making each other happy because that's the goal. You're not focusing on one another. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think that's all inclusive of it. So I have nothing to disagree with what you said. I don't think that it encompasses everything in my definition of submission, but it's a definite beautiful start.
And so, just to tie it all together, I think the first question about Jada and Will, I feel like that is an example of a relationship where that focus got taken off of the actual goal of the relationship. So when you're when you're with your man, you kicking it, you know what I mean? Like, what does that look like? Like, what does a day-to-day look like for you and your man?
I probably would not see him that much because he would be working. And if it was a rare off day that we got together, it would be pretty much relaxing, catering to each other. catching up on needs, making sure they're fulfilled mentally, physically, everything. I don't like the
Okay,
monotony
so
of, like you're talking about, if he didn't speak first, or you're talking about he didn't say hello fast enough or something like that. I can't watch that kind
what
of.
what you- what I'm saying is like um, having someone that you're with that is really your friend. Like you get the bonus of the relationship stuff, but I feel like that should be secondary to the actual um, partnership that you have. I see
Oh,
these little comments; they crazy.
these comments are killing me.
Yeah, they. But listen,
But
this is the last
no,
thing.
for
This
appreciation, Lawrence.
this is what I
I
do
think
want to
that
say.
that Will and Jada shit was some bullshit. I
Yeah,
really do. All the way around. I think that it was a weak opportunity to stand up for his wife if that's what he was going to do. But yeah, I'm sorry. Pineapple.